Glenda, what types of things are you kind of tackling? What have you tackled this week in terms of the fashion show? Like, is everything pretty much planned, or are you guys still finalizing up some details?
It's been a crazy week. We spent last night in a Zoom meeting, setting up our committees and everybody getting their duties and trying to get those final things in order and making sure we have everything we need. And so we're busy.
I bet there's a lot that goes into pulling off an event like that. I know.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
I remember from going in years past that there's a ton of people there, a ton of vendors and booths and everything like that. It's just, I can't imagine the excitement in the air right now for you guys as you quickly approach this fun event.
Yes, especially since we didn't get to have one last year. So we're very excited.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's
Amazing.
right. Yeah, that's good. Well, guys, good morning. Good morning. It is Friday morning. You have made it through another week. Congratulations. And we're so thrilled that you're here with us this morning. We have Glenda Riggs, who is the executive director of the Carteret County Domestic Violence Program. And Glenda is a very impressive woman on her own, of her own right. And she runs this really incredible program here in Carteret County that we're very lucky to have. And one of the things we're thrilled about is that they have an upcoming event that you can participate in. So we're going to talk about that today. It's really fun. So we're going to tell you guys a little bit about that event, but I think we want to start, Glenda, with just kind of understanding a little bit about your role, right, with the Carteret County Domestic Violence Program. What can you tell us?
Okay, my role is to kind of oversee the entire organization, make sure that we're fiscally responsible, that we are good employers, and that's basically what I do. I'm up there watching everything.
You're Command Central. I know
I love
you're
that.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, for folks who aren't familiar with the program, what are the initiatives of the program?
Well, we have a lot of things. We provide case management, court advocacy, individual and group counseling, mental health advocacy. We do, of course, the 24-hour crisis lines, shelter, hospital advocacy program. The list goes on and on and on. It's based basically on the needs that we see from our clients.
Yeah. So, I mean, and Glenda, correct me if I'm wrong, but I mean, based on what I understand about what you guys do, it is y'all are essentially like angels that come in and help these women and the children. There are children that are, it's women and children mostly, as I understand, who have been victims of domestic violence, and you help them, you meet them where they are and help them get back on their feet. And there's bureaucracy and there's red tape, not to mention that there's the immediate emotional needs and shelter and help and just the partnership that's needed to get them through this really tough time. Is that accurate?
Yes. You've heard the saying, it takes a community to raise a child. It takes a community to provide for these women what they need, because each of us have a little piece. The programs working together collaboratively is what gets the client what they need. And that's what we try to do.
That's amazing. And it's so interesting because we always, it's crazy to think that it happens even in our community. I mean, we live in a fairly small, place, and no matter where you are, it's really incredible to have a resource like the domestic violence program right here in Carteret County. Because a lot of folks might not even know it's an issue here. So that's really incredible.
And Glenda, I know you've touched on that recently when I got to hear you speak just a couple of weeks ago at the National Charity League Tea, which was so wonderful. And I remember you had some stats just about the number of phone calls that you guys receive. It was pretty staggering. And I don't know if that's something you can share, or if it just suffice it to say it was a lot. It's a lot of calls that y'all get.
Yeah, we average about 35 to 40 calls per month. That's 1 to 2 calls a day. And this is for all sorts of things. So that's one of the stats. And then if you're talking about domestic violence, if you can remember that 1 in 4 women and 1 in 7 men will experience domestic violence in their lifetime, then you can understand why it's a problem in all communities. There's no boundary.
Absolutely. Wow.
Yeah, man, I know. So So needless to say, Glenda, I know, and I'm sorry, you guys, I know that this is heavy for a Friday morning, and it's real,
Yeah.
you know, and we're just so grateful. You know, I feel like that you guys, you know, and Glenda, I mean, the organization that you run, I just feel like that it kind of flies under the radar in a lot of ways. And so I just want you to know how appreciative we all are of what you and your team, everything that you guys do. And we're excited. We want to talk about how we can support you year round, but let's talk about the upcoming fashion show, because it's a really fun way. I know, on a lighter note, it's a fun way that you guys can impact the good and amplify the good that Glenda and her team are doing. So Glenda, tell us about it.
Okay, it's coming up very soon, November 21st at the Civic Center in Carteret County. We will open the doors at 11:45, so you can come in and look around. It's a luncheon, a fashion show. We have vendors there, as well as a large silent auction. So before you sit down to a delicious lunch prepared by Floyd's.
Yum.
Yes.
Always delicious. Absolutely.
And enjoy the service and attention of the National Charity League teams who are going to be your servers for the day, and shop and just have a really good time. We would love to see everybody out.
Yeah, it's a great. And so Glenda, so tickets are on sale. How do people get tickets to the event?
Okay, there's two ways to get tickets to the event. We're actually not doing tickets. It's all going to be, you'll be listed.
Nice.
But you can do it by going to our website.
Okay.
It's www.carteretdomesticviolence.com. You can go there and pay through PayPal.
Okay. And how much are tickets, Glenda?
Tickets are $45 for individual tickets. And if you buy a table of 8, that's $300. So you can save some money by just getting together a group.
Okay. And so this is on a Sunday, right? So it's the Sunday before Thanksgiving. So what a fun way to kind of, you know, kick off the festivities that are to come.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we have a little surprise. Well, it's not a surprise. We've announced it already, but we are going to be dedicating this year's event to Carrie McCann. She's been very supportive of our agency. So Friends of Carrie's would love to see you there to support her.
That is awesome. That is really, really cool.
That's wonderful. That's great.
In addition to, I might have just stolen the question out of your mouth, Mary Cheatham, but in addition to attending this fashion show and purchasing tickets, how can folks watching get involved throughout the year? Are there other events coming up? What are other ways that you would suggest donating / helping you guys at CCDVP?
We do have another fundraiser, another large fundraiser, but it's basically a mailing. Okay. And donations of stamps is always great because that cuts our costs for that fundraising event as well as for this one. Monetary donations are always appreciated because grant funding is very up and down. You never know.
Sure. And folks can do that through your website. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
And you can also go on the website. Our wish list is posted, so that would probably be a better way. But everything you use at home, we use 10 times over. Paper towels, toilet paper, all of those things.
That's awesome. So we'll be sure to link that page. I remember looking at that a couple months ago. You guys do such a great job at organizing everything on your website, exactly what you guys need. So we'll post that exact page in the comments here so folks can easily access it.
That's great. That's so good. So Glenda, is there anything else that you want to share? Like anything else that's on the horizon for the program, or anything that you're excited about or would like help with?
Well, we're really excited that we're going to be able to have an in-person event this year.
Yes.
That's one thing. The other thing that we're excited about is our new home. We built a new facility a couple of years ago with the support of the community. And what I am most grateful for is the community of Carteret County and how they come together to support things like this. It's amazing.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
It's so good. It's so good. So Glenda, would you say that that's what's saving your life right now?
Absolutely. The support of this community is saving our life.
Well, I mean, how about that, you guys? And think about, I mean, I don't know. I just think about what you do, Glenda. It just blows me away. So I hope that we can get a lot of folks to attend the fashion show. It'll be a really fun brunch / lunch on the Sunday before Thanksgiving, Sunday, the 21st. And we'll share the information about this in the comments.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yay.
Thank
Well,
you.
Glenda, thank you. And we will see you at the fashion show.
Okay, I'm looking forward to it.
Have a good one.
Linda, have a great weekend.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Wow. I mean, what a job that requires so many different hats and many different, like so many emotions every single day. I can't imagine. I can't imagine.
Either. And, she spells out kind of what she does in such, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? Like just matter of fact terms,
Sure.
I can imagine
Yeah.
the emotions and I just can't imagine.
But it takes a very special person. And thank goodness we have Glenda here in our community to spearhead this.
It's exactly right. It's exactly right. Well, Meg, what's saving your life right now?
Well, it's about the community. Am I allowed to share what we're going to launch at the end of November through Carteret Curated? Just a brief overview.
Do it.
So excited. Okay, y'all, we are going to be reaching out to a handful of different types of community members. I mean, they could be chefs or socialites or whomever, and we're gonna get their top local gift picks to do kind of a 25 days of Christmas countdown over on our Carteret Curated Instagram account. We're gonna do one per day leading up to the 23rd.
Yes, that's right. Yes.
Something like that. But I'm just so excited to get all different types of folks' gift picks, just to A, get ideas, and B, I mean, I'm sure we'll learn about so many new places and items that are available locally.
That's exactly right. And I love that's a key to the whole thing, is that it has to be local picks. So we really are hoping to encourage folks to shop local this year, which everybody already does such a great job of that, but just to really double down on that effort. So we're encouraging folks to choose local gifts, and we're just excited about that.
Absolutely. Can you tell I'm excited with my hands?
I know.
I just
really fun.
Very
I'm doing my
the keep warm. The keep warm.
That's exactly right. So I have a very light one, my very light what's saving your life, but I just think that it needs to be shared, which is that I went to Reed's for a work meeting this past week. First of all, if you haven't been to Reed's, I mean,
it's so good.
I know we have so many great little coffee places around here.
Oh yeah.
Reed's is wonderful, downtown, right near the waterfront, Moorhead. And so I never know what to get. I'm like the person who gets there, I'm like, what do I want? Okay. So the girl was great. And she said that maybe that one of the things I don't normally love about a latte is that it's just so much dairy or milk, even if it's non-dairy milk, whatever, so much milk. So here's what I got: an Americano, and which is espresso and hot water. And I've gone through an Americano phase before, but it's not creamy enough. I don't know. There's something that's not like, if I'm having coffee out, I want something good.
You need a mixture of a latte.
Exactly. Okay. And then she said, it's like 2 fingers of steamed half and half on top. It was so good. And then I put some cinnamon on it. But I mean, I would think you could put, like, if you want to do 2% milk, or if you want to do oat milk or whatever, but it was the steamed, like she said, like 2 or 3 fingers of steamed milk on top of the Americano. So it gave it like enough richness, but it wasn't all
that sounds wonderful.
I never needed to know that.
Well, have you had the matcha there yet?
No. Is it good?
It's the best matcha ever. Okay, so they hand whisk it, like they do the bowl and the whatever. And then I always get MCT oil in it, and I always get it iced with oat milk. It is so good. Like I literally might run there today and get it.
Okay, so it's a matcha latte.
Matcha latte. They can do it hot or cold. I always get mine iced. I don't really like iced coffee that much, but I always get this specific matcha latte iced. But it's with oat milk, matcha, MCT oil. It is so good.
See, isn't that interesting? That makes me think immediately, what if they did that with half water and half the oat milk? You see what I'm saying? Like the same concept as an Americano, right? But it wouldn't be as
yum.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like that the world has opened up to me now. So, I mean.
Wow. Well, big shout out to Reed's. Thanks for caffeinating us.
Golly day. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, I'll have to go try your Americano concoction, and promise me next time you go, you'll try the matcha.
I definitely will. I love matcha. It makes me real chatty.
Exactly. So just warn us before you do that.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Happy Friday.
You too. Have a wonderful weekend. I will see you next week.
Okay. Sounds great. Thanks.
Bye.